Megan Turner returned to her hometown in Gerhardt, Oregon after 20 long years. She wasn't quite fond of the place, nor did she like remembering the old days she spent here as a child. She had spent much of her later childhood years and on in California. This town was a whole lot different from what it was 20 years back. It was a small drive from the airport to her family home that now stood in the middle of an overgrown lawn. The tall hovering tree swayed over the roof while long weeds overlapped the front porch. As Megan neared the house, she suddenly heard a voice call out to her. "Megan, is that you?" Megan had a bit trouble recognizing the woman until she walked up to her and patted her shoulder. "You don't remember me, Mrs. Campbell?" "Yes, of course, I remember. How's the family, Mrs. Campbell?" "They're doing well. What about your parents? You guys didn't return since you left town. Where are they?" "They're back in the city. They don't really want to visit the place. I've come to sell the property." "Oh, so you finally decided, huh? You'll sell the thing for good." "Yes, Mrs. Campbell. I don't want to keep the house. You know there are bad memories attached to this place." "Well, I wish you good luck. I'll see if I can arrange you a buyer, all right? Take care." "Thank you, Mrs. Campbell. Take care of yourself." Megan slowly creaked open the front gate of the house, walking down the stoned pavement. "How's it going there? Are you new to town?" "Hello, I'm Jake Turner. Yes, I actually came here to take a look at this house. I was thinking about buying the place for the family." "For the family, eh?" "Yeah, I have a son and a daughter, Dennis and Megan. It feels like they were born just yesterday, and in a blink, they grow up so fast. I don't want the kids to grow up in the crowded city, you know. This place seems decent, lots of nature around here, and best of all, the house is cheap. I think I'm set on this one." "Well, if I would give you a piece of advice, that would be that this neighborhood isn't what you think it is. It's a bad place here." "Bad? Why, are there criminals around here? The crime rate is high?" "No, it's not that. It's these forests that have encompassed the town. There's something lurking in it. Spooks and spirits. Many have often seen a ton of things. It's not safe." "Ghosts? Are you kidding me? What are you talking about? It's probably just a homeless guy." Mr. Turner laughed off the silly superstitions of the townspeople. This must have been the folktale that had been passed down in the area for decades now, embedded into the people's minds. He finalized the deal with the broker, and it was rather sooner than later that the family moved into their new home. "Whoa, look at these cool stones! Want to race hopscotch to the front door? I bet I'll beat ya." "In your dreams, loser." Megan sighed as she unlocked the front door. Everything was covered in dust and debris. She walked through the halls, looking into the empty rooms. She stopped at the kitchen, remembering all the memories. She couldn't help but let out a chuckle. "Kids, this is for the party, so no eating it now. You have to wait till the guests arrive." "Okay, Mom." "Hey, that's not fair." "Dennis, Megan, your cousins and Aunt Laura are here. Why don't you go greet..." "He ate it. She started it." "You guys like the new tire swing Dad made me?" "Yeah, it's neat, but Dennis's ladder is sweet." "I beat Dennis like a million times getting up on that thing." "Oh yeah, but you never beat me in a race." All the cousins, Dennis and Megan, lined up. First person to touch the trees and make it back would be the winner. Dennis was nearly half the times faster than his sister and all his cousins. But just as he was about to touch the winning point, he saw Megan stand still by the woods. Everyone hurried to check out the matter when Megan turned around with a frightened look on her face. Run! It's standing behind the trees! It's the boogeyman! The boogeyman! The boogeyman! Run! Horrified, the kids ran inside and explained to the elders what they saw. Its eyes were huge, blotched in yellow. The boogeyman has crooked teeth. It smiles from ear to ear. It was after us. It was there. It was there. Of course, no one believed them, and even after shining a flashlight through the woods in the same spot, for nearly an hour trying to explain to the kids nothing was there, they were still afraid. There's no such thing as the boogeyman, Dennis. Megan, you should have known better. Don't scare your brother like this. But Dad, we really saw something. Maybe it was just the neighbors, or some people crossing through the woods. Melanie, I've been thinking lately, maybe we should get a fence installed around here, keep the nasty animals out. Yeah, good idea. Something's been stepping all over my plants. Megan walked into the living room, opening up all the windows to air the place out. A slight breeze flew in, making the chandelier in the middle of the room sway with a soft jingle. All right, Megan, I tied Mom's scarf, the vines up there. On the count of 3, we'll jump from here, catch it, and land on the couch, okay? Yeah, if you want to turn into smashed potatoes. Oh, come on, your tea party games are so stupid. I'll be Batman, and you can be the screaming girl. No way, you're not Batman, you're the Joker. Now get down, or we're gonna get into trouble. Megan! What are you two kids doing? Get off of there! I told you, Megan, not to let your brother do these crazy stunts. Megan shook her head, remembering the old days. Dennis was always getting her into trouble with his bad ideas. He was the type of person who deserved to get a medal for having the worst ideas a human being could possibly come up with. This house was full of so many memories. No wonder Mom and Dad didn't want to come back. Now each and every moment brought back tears, no matter how much joy they brought once. That one horrible day haunted them, bringing back only grief, regret, and sorrow. Dennis and Megan were playing out in the backyard after their parents had finished up grilling steak on the patio. Mr. and Mrs. Turner had gone inside to get the table ready, while Dennis and Megan had exactly 17 minutes to wrap up on their game. Dennis, come on, let's go play on the swings. No, I don't want to go near the woods again. It's getting dark. Look who's a sissy now. You are, Dennis said as he ran off. Loser, you can't catch me. Dennis, stop. Don't go over there. I don't know, Dad. There was something. I told you there was. It was the boogeyman. It took Dennis. What did he look like? I couldn't see him properly. He had yellow eyes. He was hairy and ugly. It must have been an intruder. Some homeless son of... Melanie, we have to call the police. Mr. and Mrs. Turner were panicked when they saw their daughter come running back to the house, screaming for them. Someone had trespassed onto their property and kidnapped their son, Dennis. And after a little investigation, all suspicion went on a homeless man that was seen in the area, not just by them, but by others as well. His name was Tim Allen, and police had even arrested the guy a couple of times before for stalking and shoplifting. Without wasting time, the parents called the police, who searched the woods for the suspect, but no one could be found. That was the last time Dennis Turner had been seen. And sure enough, Tim Allen was also never seen again when he fled from town, knowing the police were after him. Megan let out a sigh as she walked out to the backyard towards the woods. This was where it all happened. She took in some fresh air as she paced around the area. It was about 5 p.m. and the skies were changing into a purple hue. Just as she came closer to the trees, she suddenly heard a noise. She immediately scanned the area, spotting someone behind the trees. Megan was taken aback by the man's blotched yellow eyes, wide open, staring right at her. With a coarse voice, he said, "You are back here?" as his lips curled up, revealing his jagged teeth. "Who are you?" Megan heard a low, raspy chuckle. "You don't know me? You don't know who I am? I thought you saw me that day." "Who are you?" Megan demanded. "You don't remember what happened to your brother? Who took your brother? You told everybody I took your brother." Megan was enraged seeing the man's crooked grin. "It was you! How dare you come here again? You think I'll spare you this time? I'm going to kill you!" she yelled. But just as Megan was about to approach him, she stopped in her tracks as the figure walked behind the trees. The coarse voice said, "I saw you that night, Megan. I saw you push him off." "What?" No, you didn't. I didn't do anything." "Megan, you should have known better. Don't scare your brother like this. If you do something like this again, you'll be grounded. Look what you've done to the boy. He's shaking. I just hope he doesn't get a fever." "Megan, what are you two kids doing? Get off of there. I told you, Megan, don't let your brother do these crazy stunts. This is all because of you. Why don't you play the games he wants to play?" "Mom, I don't want to take him to the party. It's girls only. My friends are going to laugh at me." "Your brother can play with their brothers. What's the problem, Megan? You know what I think? Maybe you don't need friends who will laugh at you because you care for your brother. You have to be who you are, Megan. You're Dennis's only sister." "No, I don't want to care for him. It's always about him. He gets everything and I don't. You and Dad only love him. You guys forget about me every time. It's like I'm not even your daughter anymore." "What? How could you say that, Megan? I think it's time for you to have a timeout." Growing up, Megan had felt that her parents always favored her brother over her. As the two grew older, things seemed to balance out a bit at first, just before the partiality began once again. Over the years, Megan started to hate Dennis, hate his existence. She wished she was the only child of her parents, and that they would cherish her just like they cherished Dennis. So she started to make up her own lies, her own games, and her own tricks. And it was on that gloomy evening, 20 years ago, that Megan thought she would get it her way once and for all. "Dennis, stop! Don't go over there!" "Mom and Dad are going to be mad if they know we came out this far." "Look here, Dennis." "What is this, Megan?" "Looks like an old well." "Are you sure it's a well? It smells really bad." "Well, there's supposed to be water down there. You want to try getting some up?" "Cool." "Run! It's standing behind the trees! It's the Boogeyman!" "I don't know, Dad. There was something. I told you there was. It was the Boogeyman. It took Dennis." But the truth of the matter was, Megan knew there was no such thing as the Boogeyman. She didn't believe in that, but she could make others believe in it. She deliberately fooled everyone that day, just so she could blame it on him, blame her little game on the Boogeyman. Megan was horrified by this thing. It was no man. You're real? Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.